Hey, come on in. Come on in. Hey, hey, hey. Come on in, beautiful people, on this amazing Sunday. Come on in. Come on in. I wanted to talk today. For those that don't know who I am Nikia Fox from the Transformation Place, where I help amazing women and men transform from the inside out, being able to create wealth in every single area of their lives. Today, it's about matters of the heart and just the soundness of it. Yesterday it was just on me. It was just on me, and it was just on me, and it was just on me, and it was like I was like, today I must talk about it. And in the Bible, it tells us that you are to seek wise counsel. Right? Wise counsel. And to me, why wisdom comes with those that have taken a level of personal development, a level of gotten clarity in some areas to have grown. Wisdom comes from someone that is seeking truth. Wisdom comes with the spirit being truly connected to God and being able to reference what he feels is the best and utmost to be spoken at a given time. That's wisdom, because it's not always about what we know, but when we should speak on what we know, right? Blessings, Solange. I was thinking the other day, I was like, what happens when you have so many people that are listening to hurt individuals? Their counsel that they're getting and the counsel that they're seeking is coming from a broken vessel. What happens when I'm meeting so many people, and when I'm evaluating this, I'm like, when it's the dynamics of life is real. And I see the difference between when I'm talking to those that have been raised by single parents, that they were hurt. Their level of the way they raised their children was based out of fear. So it was a whole big old fear factor. It was so much surrounded around. It was not from a loving place. So when you look at some of the information these parents embedded into their kids, now adults' head, it was not from, hello, Leon Harvey, hello, coach. It was not from sound counsel. It was not. So a lot of people are going back speaking to their parents that are still broken and hurt, and they're giving the wrong advice. You have individuals that are seeking counsel, and today's video is about the matters of the heart, but sound counsel. The Bible tells us, hello, Gregory, blessings. The Bible tells us to have sound counsel, to be able to wise counsel. That takes wisdom. If you're seeking to get knowledge, or you're seeking to solve a problem, if you're seeking to move forward, I would suggest you take a step back and actually analyze, are the people that you're calling on the phone, are they at a healed place? Because depending on if they are healed in those areas, the counsel in which they're going to give you, they're coming from a bleeding place. Hello, Rolanda, they're coming from a hurt place. They're coming from a fearful place. It's like I meet so many individuals and I'm like, who told you that? Oh my gosh, who told you that? Because it sounds like that person was hurt. It sounds like that person was fearful. It sounds like that person is not coming from a clear place. Who told you that? And now you're living your life based on a place that you thought was knowledge, but it was from a place of hurt. Is the end of, that's why they tell married couples not to get advice from singles, or they tell married individuals to get advice from wise counsel, meaning another couple that has gone through the ropes, have healed from a lot of their hurts and situations that they might have even caused within themselves, that are now at the other side of the mountain. They now are at a place where they can give you sound counsel, because it's not from a place of emotion, but from wisdom. They tell you as a married couple to get, and even for singles, they tell you to seek counsel from a woman that has a level of clarity. They tell you to seek counsel, to get advice from women that you look up to, meaning that hopefully those women's, their morals and values are and their standards are at a place where they can give you sound counsel. They're coming from a place of wisdom, not from a hurt, broken, none-aware place. I meet these young, and my heart goes out that's why I came up with the journal, to be able to help especially young girls. Listen here, I need you to find out who you are first before you go seeking these boys or a man. You need to find out who you are, because if you don't, your life, the detriment of your legacy, the detriment of your life path is going to turn, because a lot of people are listening to people that are all messed up, and they're wondering why they're consistently you're being successful. Today I was listening to Pastor Devon Franklin, and he spoke on if you're being successful in the things in which you're doing, maybe it's not being in connection with what you ultimately want. And I came to my heart space in reference to a lot of people are being successful at failing. They're being successful at staying stuck. They're being successful at continuously attracting people that's hurting them in their life. It's successful but the counsel that they're getting is literally leading them to the same thing. It's leading them to that same place. Oh girl, do you boo? What does do you boo mean? When you really break down do you boo, so I'm just going to be living a life all out of order. I'm going to be doing whatever I want to do, not worrying about no consequences until it really hit me, that I'm messing up. But do you boo, or the mother, the single mother that has been on her own, that she has not been able to really deal with her level of hurt from continuous relationships that just took from her, and she tells her daughter, you don't need a man, and then you have all of these successful black women out here talking about you don't need a man because it's coming from a hurt mother, or it's coming from a father that's telling his son, get him, and he's not coming from a place of wisdom, and now his son got all these kids, and now his son is not raising his kids, and now his son, what kind of counsel are you seeking? Who is in your ear? That's what I'm changing the title to. Who is in your ear? Whoever is in your ear is normally going to determine the outcomes of a lot of your situations. Who is in your ear? Who are the 5 people that you normally call on the phone when something is going on, and you're literally taking, hello, Ayana, blessings to you. You're taking their advice as solid. And if they are broken, if they are hurt, if they are coming from a place of fear that they never try to do anything, they're going to normally tell you something that's all wrong. Oh no, just stay where you at. You're doing fine just where you at. That's enough. That's good. You're doing good. I told a young lady the other day, I had to get rid of quite a bit of people that they told me, girl, why are you, that's good. Is that it? Or is that, listen, the Lord, that's why you got to know thyself. And that's why you have to have a personal relationship with God, because you don't need people that are giving you advice based out of fear. You don't need people giving you advice based out of lack. You don't need people that have a poverty mindset to be telling you anything, because your life is going to reflect who is in your ear. Who is in your ear? Come on now, people. I told a young lady the other day, I know my coaching clients, I know my market. My market are people that came, hello, Charlene, blessings to you. You are looking at a woman. Everybody see all these positive quotes that I put up, and they know my page. I have people coming in, Nikhil, I'm so glad that your page is, because I can just go through your page and it's going to speak life to me. Listen here, you're dealing with a woman that used to be straight rageful. I was known for getting them straight. I was known for having to prove a point. I was known for being the one that I'm finna set the record straight. I was known for going from 0 to 100 every 5 minutes. I was known for being a defiant child, or the defiant woman, or she's going to not be in compliance. That's what I was known for. But when I had to go deep, because that stuff gets old, you get tired. Hello, Latoya. You get tired of always. What was the root of all of that rage? It was hurt. What was the root of always feeling like I had to straighten somebody? It was hurt. What was the root of always feeling like I had to, I gotta straighten them. I gotta make sure they don't try me. Cause when somebody try me, that like, it lights my fire. But I had to let that stuff go. Cause I felt like trying was a level of disrespect that I did not, I don't tolerate it like at all. But bringing that out. So when I used to speak, it was the counsel in which I used to talk to people. It was coming from a place of hurt. I was hurt. I'm telling you from what I know, I was hurt. The woman, that's why the transformation place is more than just a salon or more than just a movement or transforming from the inside out. No, you're seeing the fruit, because the Bible says you got to tell a person by the fruit in which they bear. You're seeing the fruit of a healed individual that is continuously healing in areas. That's why I can come from a place of love and compassion and really a positive mindset, because I'm healing from all of that hurt, that rage, and that rage don't have to marinate in my spirit. I don't have to give that. I turned that rageful spirit into a spirit of grace and peace. Like, Lord Jesus, just allow me to be able to understand that I don't have to continue to defend myself, be offended by people, or be able to have to keep on proving myself to people that never was set there to be able to show me anything. So that woman, when I used to meet the men, listen, that's why I know how to build them up now. Cause honey, I would eat them up for breakfast. Listen, tearing something down, if you have to look at what was the root of it. But the counsel in which I was given was coming from hurt people as well. People that was hurt. Oh, get them straight. Oh, no, call Kia. She go get them right. Oh, put her on the phone. Or I need you to go with me to handle it. They always call me when it's time to get something straight. I need you to go with me to handle it. That's why y'all see me always by myself now. Listen, don't call me for that foolishness no more. I'm not going alone to straighten nobody. I'm not going on a ride to get the people straight, because God has showed me that I don't have to come from that place. I can come from a place of knowing that He already worked that out. I can come from a place to know that God has already presented the situation in the end to whatever I got to deal with. I don't have to come from a place that I got to manually get somebody to cease. I don't have to come from that place no more. So in return of healing in that area, that rage no longer has to be my main combat. That level of fearful of everybody I meet, I got to make sure I peep them out to make sure, I know what I'm dealing with now. Because, that's why I tell people, I smile, honey, but my daddy never raised the goat. For this one right here, I've been through some things. So it's a whole nother side. That's why you can take me to the White House or to the corner. I know how to get it, wherever. Come on now. But it came now, I'm at a place of healing. Healing. That's why I tell everybody, everything you want is in your healing. Everything you want. People looking at the money side is that's a side effect of healing. That's just what you go get. Once you heal, you're going to get the abundance of it. The Bible tells us that you're going to get the fruit of that. But some people that are listening to people, you listening to hurt, broken people. So women out there, you around there, you listening to a mother that's hurt, that's still hurt. You listening to an auntie that's hurt and still hurt. You listening to cousins that you look at the whole family line, everybody messed up. No, they can't attract good, healthy relationships because they all listening to non-wise counsel. They're all still marinating in hurt. They're all scared as I don't know what over there. So everybody around there like, I got to make sure I do this and do all the wrong stuff because the counsel is wrong. So let's heal so the next generation don't have to be living off of foolishness. Hello, Alicia. Blessings to you. Who is in your ear? Who are the people that you listen to? Come on now. The blessings. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, coach. Blessings. Who are you listening to? Depending on whoever is in your ear is going to determine how your life path normally is looking right now. You might need to take some of them numbers. Hello, cousin. Hey, Laganda. Hey, cousin. You might need to erase some of them people numbers out your phone because your life is not reflecting anything sound. It's not reflecting wisdom. It's wicked is what you've been hearing. It's leading you down the wrong path. That's why when I meet young girls, I'm like, listen here, baby. Your friends is pimping you out. Your friends is telling you all the wrong stuff. Your friends are not your friends, because the ones you listening to is leading you down the wrong place, because it's not from a place of wisdom. The women that you following, you want this image. I told a young lady, why would I hang around, blessings Alicia, why would I hang around one night stand women? The ones that get it how they live. Why would I be hanging around listening to girls that get it how they live? Get it, boo. Do you, boo? They life all out of control. They can't afford what they created by their life, because now, they got consequences that's reflecting that. Now you have created a whole big old ridiculous situation, because I can't hang around one night stands and I'm a woman of class and morals. That's a conflict of interest. Why would I hang around and listen to women that sleep with people on just because why would I do that? So I can't listen to those type of women. That's why I can't listen to that type of music. I can't listen to that, because it's wrong. If I listen to that as taking its face value, as if that is real and it's of importance, I am going to have a jacked up life. Who is in your ear? Are the girls that you listen to and the girls you calling, is everybody's life all messed up, but y'all lying to yourself and saying, oh, well, this is fine, we doing good? No, girl, you continuously creating a mess. Who is in your ear? Who is in your ear? I remember when I met one of my young ladies, she's like a sister to me now. And, she was like, if you would not have told me what you told me when I was 18 years old, she's now 30 years old. She said, I don't know how my life would have been. She said, I told her a simple analogy that I've always used throughout my life. I said, listen here, baby. I said, listen here, hon. And if you are a flower, if you are this flower, here we go. If you are this flower and you keep sleeping with all these men, each one of them gonna take a petal off of you. Each one of them, every single one you sleep with, is gonna take a petal off of you. Now what's gonna happen and what's gonna be left when you meet your husband? What he gonna have to look at? You done gave all your petals away to all these other people. You jumping off ceilings. You doing all this stuff for people that don't deserve you. You doing all this. And I told her this over 12 years ago. I said, listen here, if you do all of this, and she was, and I'm glad and I'm grateful that she listened. And that's why she said, if you would not have told me that scenario, I don't know what my life would have been. I wouldn't have had certain standards for myself. I wouldn't have had certain, because I've always felt, it was up for the men to see my worth. And most of them calling my phone now, because now they like, oh gosh, Miss Fox. No, this is the same Miss Fox from back then. Nothing has changed. You didn't see my worth then, and I was speaking the same thing then. But now, hello, Cheryl. Now you want to be calling my phone because you done tried all the fly-by-night girls, all the one. Now you got about 4 or 5 kids as a consequence. Now you got a whole jacked up situation over there. You ain't got no nothing that's sound. Your life is all over the place. Now you want to call Miss Fox phone. Oh no, baby, that don't work. Now you see me worthy. Oh my God, the stuff you spoke and the stuff you used to talk about. Don't call this phone now, because it was the same stuff I was trying to tell you. When you listen here, men, when you looking for a woman, don't be looking at just her body, or don't look at what she got. The first 5 minutes you talk to a man, what they tell you was, I got me a nurse. They give you the whole rundown of what the woman do. But then if that woman has not healed, and if she is not coming from a place of wisdom or personal development within herself, she might not be able to tap into what your purpose is. The woman's purpose is to birth out whatever the man vision is for his life. The woman's purpose is to birth out. So you got you a woman that she don't even respect men, first of all, because her mama told her you don't need a man. So she around there talking to you like you 2 years old. She around there talking to you like you can't leave no household because she told you I can get rid of you tomorrow. So you around there talking to a woman that she don't even see you as her earthly king. You talking to a woman that she don't even value what you bring and your level of masculinity that's supposed to be in the household. She don't know nothing about no order, because she feels as though order is making her have to, I don't want nobody in control of me. I don't want no, come on now, we got to look at what all this wrong counsel council has been doing generationally. You was looking for the wrong thing in a woman. Now after she done either spent all your money, now that she done either, you know, or she's either spent all your money, or she done got all she, you know, needed to do, or she done tore you down till you feel the worst of the worst. You know, that's why I meet women and I tell them, listen here, do not marry a man that you don't respect. Don't marry a man that you don't respect. Please do yourself the favor. I don't care. They be like, oh, I can work with him. No. You go play yourself, baby. Do not marry a man that you do not respect, that you do not respect his thought process, because see, everything about a relationship is based on that person's thought process. People looking at all the wrong stuff. If you don't respect that person's thought process, how they process informations and situations and their responses, you're not going to be able to trust that person. So now you're going to live a 50% lifestyle with a mate for the rest of your life because you never was able to fully enjoy what the union was designed to be, because you never respected the person. If you're marrying a man that you don't respect because your mama told you don't need a man, and I'm just gonna make sure I make all this money. So now you being the man the whole time you're in a relationship. I told a client the other day, do you want to run this thing the whole time you with him? Because the way you start off with a man is the way you gonna have to finish with a man. So if you go into it running it and feeling like I'm gonna show him he gonna need me, you gonna be doing that the whole time you with him. You gonna have to do all those backflips. You gonna have to worry about how them lights paid every month. You gonna have to worry about all of this stuff the whole time you in that marriage, because you wanted to make sure you was this independent woman when the woman role is to birth. If you feed that man's mind, listen here, if you feed his higher self, his mind, with what he really needs, he will feel like Superman. And I guarantee you wouldn't have to tell him to get a second job, or you wouldn't have to tell him to get another business. You wouldn't have to tell him none of that, because he now feels as though he is leading something. Hey, Andia, he now feels as though he is, you know, he got a partner in this. You know, she support my ideas, and she listen. Who is in your ear? I told a young man, you invested in the wrong woman. The one you are hearing every single day ain't speaking nothing but foolishness in your ear. So now your life is, hey, India, your life is reflecting, because the woman that's supposed to be building you up. How do you think Obama got to the place that he was? He had a woman that knew her role. Michelle always made money. But she said, I'm going to believe in this man's purpose. She didn't say I'm going to focus on all my practices, because she's came from a wealthy family. She didn't say I'm going to focus on my practices. She said, I'm going to build this man up. I see what his package is. I see, and I can see, because she met him a long time ago. I can see where he's going. She obviously came from a place that she didn't have to prove nothing. Hey, honey bun, that's why women, while you single, focus on your level of independence and maxing out. That's why I max out everything now. So when I get married, I ain't got to be proving no point that I'm a successful woman. I ain't got to be focusing on, oh my gosh, I need to make sure I prove this to myself. You need to do that while you're single. Maximize your single season so that you can actually be an effective wife, so that you don't have to be worrying about being the breadwinner. He can do, that's his job. Let him do that. You are to build up the household. You are the one that's going to speak life. You are the sound voice in his ear every day. You don't need to be, for how you going to be a wife, a mother, the business, this, something go lacking. If you're trying to do all of these things, you running you taking on his position, you taking on this because you initially listened to a mother that told you need to be independent. That came from a place that she had not been able to experience a level of fulfillment within herself and security within herself to know that she could do it for herself. So she got with a lot of men that she felt, I need them to assure that I can be taken care of. And if you take care of that within yourself, that's why I tell all these young babies, listen, take care of your own self. Don't be more jumping on trying to figure out if you focus on what you got going on, it don't matter what the man got going on. You know, you already straight. Your mind can rest assured. You know what you can produce. See, when you know what you can produce within yourself, the fear and the lack goes away. When you know how to get it and you know what you can do on your own, the fear and the lack goes away. So we got to look at what some of these parents that we were listening to, where they coming from a place of wisdom. Some of these friends that we are listening to, are they coming from a place of values and morals? Are they coming from a higher place of speaking and telling me something, not from what I want to hear right now, but where they're talking to where they know I ultimately want to be, even if I'm not already there. That's called wisdom and sound counsel. We need to focus on making sure the people that's in our ear, they have wisdom within them. And that's so important to your life. That's why they tell you your life is based upon the 5 people that's closest to you that you deal with on a regular basis. Based on those 5 people, that's normally how your life is going to look. We got to do better, people. Stop listening to broken people. Stop listening to dysfunctional people. Stop listening to people that don't believe in divine order. Stop listening to people that don't respect no authority. That's why their kids don't respect them. They never respected authority. They never had to deal with those type of stuff. So that's why you got a generation of defiant people. You look back to their whole bloodline, everybody just all out of order. So then if most of them locked up, most of them, they can't keep a stable job, just fired every 5 minutes because they all listening to the same stuff from the same people coming from an unhealed place. Let's heal, everybody. A lot of this counsel that we're getting is coming from a place that is not healed. Stop listening to those parents that are not healed. Those people hurting and they don't know how to deal with it. So they telling you based out of their fear or based out of their lack of knowledge. They telling you don't do this and don't do that. You can stay on that job. Listen, when you know you're supposed to have better, but you listening to people that's coming from a place of lack. Listen, we got to do better. Sound counsel. The Bible tells us this. We got to come from a place of sound counsel. So moving forward, allow the 5 people that you deal with. That's why it's best that you cultivate your environment. Just like I told that young lady, and we are still together to this day. Listen here, you are a flower. You are a flower. You can't let everybody come in your life and take off your petals. Every man you get with, if you sleep with all of them, listen what's going to happen. You ain't going to have nothing for all your husband going to see is this. He not even going to see the beauty in what you was or none of that. All he's going to have is this, because you allow people that did not value you, because you were at a place where you did not value yourself. You didn't know the power that you had inside of you. You didn't know where you had a feeling of what you could do, but you were not able to manifest it during those seasons. And this is all your husband got is a stem to look at, because the other people done took all of this away. You started off like this. Now you just done gave everything away to all kind of people that didn't deserve you. All kind of people that, since you was fearful of it and you was listening to unsound counsel, places of lack of wisdom, now this is what you are left with. And thank you to the Lord that he can definitely heal you and get you back to this place. But stay right here. Keep it. That's why he gives us these things. If we just heal, and for the fellas, make sure you know what you need to be looking for in a wife, because I've been in construction almost all my life, and I've been dealing with men for a very long time. That's why I'm now in a season where I'm trying to learn how to be more feminine, in reference to my essence, because I'm used to, that type of energy in reference to how I have to handle things. But when I tell you, fellas, know what type of woman you need to be looking for. Make sure that woman is healed, because that's going to be the main person that's in your ear every day. And then you don't want to be around here complaining every 5 minutes talking about all she doing is nagging, when that person was like that from the get-go. That person is so fearful that they hoping that they don't turn out with somebody that can't do what they need to be doing that they envision. So everything is out of fear. That's why she keep talking every 5 minutes, because she's scared. She don't know. So no, she's not nagging in her sense, but she don't know. So work with a woman that is healed, that has taken the time. That's why everybody needs to have a personal personal relationship with Christ first before you join in to get a mate, so that you can allow the Lord to deal with those things in which he wants to be able to correct in your life, and to be able to really bring back to a whole state, so that we can have fruitful relationships again, and so that we can create a community of wisdom. We can create a community of sound minded individuals that are able to speak. See, when you come from a place of wisdom, it produces good fruit. It's fertile ground. It produces results in your life. When you listen to a friend, I got a friend right now, and I wish I would have listened to her back when I was 18 years old. I would have been a millionaire by now. And when I tell you, she's always had sound counsel since I've known her. And I'm 37 now, and I met her when we were 18 years old. She's always been a woman of wisdom since we were 18 years old. And when I tell you, to this day, I remember one thing that she told me that that forever changed my dating life. That's why I've been single a long time, because I really believe this model. If they not buying what you selling, leave. Get out. Listen, don't offer. If that person is not in alignment with what you have to offer, or what your expectations are, that's why you have to be clear. That's why I created the journal, so that you can be clear on what you want out of this life. You can be clear on your values. You can be clear on your purpose. You can be clear on all of these things in advance. It's nothing like, hey, Curtisa, blessings to you. If you don't know for sure, if you can't speak that you are a millionaire before you become a millionaire, you will continue to pause when those millionaire opportunities come in front of you. You'll be hesitating because it's not all the way in your spirit. The only way you can manifest anything is that you got to really believe it. You got to know it without a shadow of a doubt. You have to know it. And when you know it, you don't even have to think twice when they ask you, blessings, Bristol, how you doing, honey bun, fam, you, woo woo. So when the opportunities come in alignment, it's in alignment with your purpose and what your cause is and what you value. You're able to resonate right now and say, no, that's what I want. And you're able to connect with that opportunity right away. If not, you'll be like, oh, I need to think about it. And then the opportunity is gone. Just like that, it's gone. Being able to maximize life is being able to know exactly what you want. So when those opportunities come, you don't have to pause on it. That's why you don't need to be around people that make you shrink down in your greatness, because in order for you to fully maximize your greatness, you can't be figuring out if I need to shrink down, or if I need to, if in my environment that they're going to receive me, is this too much? Am I talking to, you don't need to see all that right here. It's not allowing you to fully go boldly in your greatness. You have to know it. You have to know it without questioning. So if you're around people that you have to, hello, Alberta, if you're around people that you cannot fully own your greatness, you will not be able to fully stand in your greatness, because you'll still be questioning yourself. You'll still be like, do I have to maneuver this way for this one or that one? No, you got to stand strong in who you are. That's why being authentic is, when you can consistently be authentic with yourself, you don't have to change for anybody. That's whoever's not in alignment, they'll let them own self. They'll get rid of their own stuff out the picture, because it'll be too much for them. So that's why you don't have to worry about that. By default, they will be gone. When you are in alignment with your greatness, the ones that would normally want you to shrink down or to not talk about it, and you got to be figuring out about, oh, is this too much for this one? Is this too much? No, you don't have time for that, because you got to own that thing. You got to own it, so you don't have to second guess it or question it. It has to be yours. That's right, Andy. Come on, done with the shrinking. When I met with the editor of Essence Magazine, she said, Nakia, because she's seen me at so many different functions, and it's like she said, I've seen you, so listen, do not shrink down, and that has stuck with me. When I tell you that stuck with me like never before, do not minimize your greatness. You are this type of woman. Own it, because your life and what's designed for your life is going to directly resonate with your highest self. Do not shrink for anybody. And I thank and I bless God for her being able to tell me that statement. I thank her for that, because I will be in essence. Y'all will see me in essence, honey. That's going to happen. So in order for all of that to happen in each and every one of our lives, that's why you don't have to worry about somebody taking something from you, or you don't have to worry about hating against the next person, because what's for your life is for your life. Nobody can take that away from you. Not one person. That person's journey and that person's glory and that person's abundance is that person's abundance. It will not affect yours at all. It will not minimize yours at all. Y'all will just be some shining bright people. It will not dim your light. I'm telling you. And when we get to acknowledge that, that's why we got to cultivate our environment. We got to, if the main 5 people that we're dealing with, make sure it's sound counsel. Make sure it's people that are standing in their greatness. Make sure it's people that are coming from a healed place, that is being authentic with themselves. If I can be real with me, I surely can be real with you. And what's happening is we talking to a lot of people that's lying to themselves, and we wonder why we listening to a whole bunch of lies. They lying to themselves. That's why it's not manifesting that way. They're lying to the people that they talking to. That's why it's a conflict. It is going against the other. It's going like this. It's not an alignment. It's going like this. It's bypassing. It's not connecting, because something is not being truthful in the scenario. Let's heal, everybody, and make sure that the people that are in your ear, right, that's right, the people that are in your ear, you're looking at a person that's why I wanted to allow everybody, listen here, transformation is for everybody. The more you invest in your transformation from the inside out, God is going to show you so many things that He has for your life. He's going to give you a level of clarity. That's why the transformation place is about clarity, confidence, and knowing your true self-worth. It might seem like it's just words, but I'm telling you, in order to get to the top, you got to own all of those things, because you got to be willing to ask the big questions. You got to be willing to ask for it. You got to be willing to ask for those major contracts without pausing. You got to be willing to walk in the room where it's nothing but you, that one chocolate girl, and be able to own it and shift it in a minute. You got to be willing to do that. And in order to do that, you have to be bold in your greatness, and you have to be bold in your faith in God, knowing that He has already taken care of it all. Listen here, you guys, I hope this has been able to help somebody today. Let's make sure we know that we're coming, and the people that's in our ear on a regular basis is coming from a place of wisdom and healing, that they have healed in areas in which we're seeking counseling. You guys, God bless you. I'm Nakia Fox from Nakia Fox and Company. You can go to my website, www.nakiafox.com. I have so many different products and services to be able to offer each and every one of you. I'm telling you, this is our season, but we must heal from the inside out. We must transform, and so that we can be able to create wealth in every single area of our lives. You guys, this is our season. Hello, Alberta. How you doing? Blessings to you, you guys. I thank you so much for your time on this Sunday, and just share this video on out. For the ladies, make sure, just a side note, has nothing but you are a flower. Make sure that you are not just giving away to people that do not deserve that position in your space in your life, and also your time. Make sure you do that. For men, make sure you use wise counseling and finding mentors. It's okay for a man to have a mentor. It's okay for a man to have a role model. Listen here, that's for everybody. Every person that you've seen that lives a fulfilled life, they are openly able to tell people that I read books on things that I wanted to be. I actually have mentors in the areas in which things that I saw in people. It's actually women that I'm going to have as mentors in my life that I view as women of grace, and that have a spirit of meekness, because that's not one of my attributes at the time. I'm working on it. I know the Lord has, that already in me, but you have to deal with women that's what their gifts are. Their natural gift is being a woman of grace and a woman of meekness, and just being able to know how to say something without saying it, and knowing the timings. And that's a gift for some women. For every woman, that's not their natural gift. I'm learning and I'm growing in so many areas, and I'm willing to acknowledge that I need counsel and I need wisdom for women that's their area. So we all have to have mentors and we all have to have coaches for different things that's not our key areas. It's okay. Listen here, the more you are truthful with yourself, the better your life will be. I'm trying to tell you now, there's people around here lying to themselves. That's why they're not seeing it in their life. Listen here, seek wise counsel. Stop listening to these hurt people, because hurt people can't do nothing but continue to manifest dysfunction. So God bless you guys.